Throw Gang, we are joined by the collab king, Lauren Schlossman, myself, the partnership prince, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, with today's full episode only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits. I feel so bad right now.
Pray for my guy. Before we get into the next round of Throwing Fits collabs, getting a New York slice with the Stockhomies from Al Legace, and revisiting a scene of the wedding crime, the wedding night crime. Let's get into a fit check, Larry.
Okay.
What are you wearing? What were you wearing?
I was wearing so much good shit that's totally new. DMA Throwing Fits. Hiking boots.
Are they wearing the beefy ones? Wait, should we have these? Should we just let me grab them real quick?
Yeah, they're so fucking sick, dude. This is dude, how many boots did we fucking make?
I believe 12. I think there's 4 colorways and 3 styles in each colorway.
Look at these. Oh my god. This is why you pay $10. Okay, I'm wearing thready socks.
That's the highest style, right? This is like the beefiest with the fucking
There is a like a high top hiking boot,
the ankle collar,
a low top hiking boot, and a trail runner sneaker.
yeah.
And is there a fourth?
I think there's 4 per.
Dude, all right.
I should know this better.
Listen, guys, a lot of collabs are happening. Too many to keep track.
We're gonna get into it, but continuing on with the fit check.
I have on one half of a awesome Captain Sunshine times Throwing Fits double-breasted suit. The jacket, it's honestly so warm. It's like a flannel wool. I had to take the jacket off.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing it in the fit pick.
Perfect for this weather, but not
Yeah.
necessarily inside, potting in the sun.
So it's like a chocolate brown flannel wool. The pants are cuffed, double pleated. Beautiful.
Avery Truffleman, big fan.
Big match, like to the point where like I don't know if she normally like thirsts after John's. It must be hard when you don't have Instagram. But she was like begging for this suit. Like groveling to the point where I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, Avery, you're gonna get one.
You don't embarrass yourself, Avery.
Yeah. Also, articles of interest making crazy money. Like you can afford it.
Yeah, right. Just buy the fucking suit, Avery. I have on a Throwing Fits Metalwood snakeskin collab Western belt. Up top, I have on my personal favorite graphic from the Throwing Fits and After That collab.
Damn, collabs abound.
Up top, Throwing Fits Small Talk Studios collab hat.
Yeah, their classic brown rodeo hat.
So good.
Back for round 2 of the Throwing Fits collabs on Mr. P.
Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky. I got a fucking king of beer.
Yeah.
King of beers.
Hair
and
of the dog.
beer.
Hair of the for all the dogs.
I was gonna fucking make that joke, dude. I honestly have so limited mental capacity that like I had that one planned.
You're moving a little slow. We'll see how this goes.
Hydro flask of Greenpoint's finest, and I'm wearing Supreme Hanes underwear.
All right,
James.
I was wearing these. We kind of brought it back with full circle with DMA, where we brought
Our first
back,
collab ever, right?
Our first collab ever, the Hunter Green with like the gum rubber. Well, I guess it was more of like a duck boot on the first one. This is a bit darker beige colorway that's kind of wraps around.
But a callback for sure.
Yeah, it's like a cousin, right? It's like the they them cousin at Thanksgiving, and then
A lot of colorways too, by the way. We mentioned a lot of styles of boots. So many colorways.
yeah, there's like a rust. We'll get into it.
Oh, we are? Okay, my bad.
These socks, Bridgedale. They just say it on the toe. I don't know.
When we
had these forever.
When I came in, I looked at. I'm like, in my mind, I was like, wait, Balenciaga? Because like of the logo, it looks like the. I'm like, does this man have Balenciaga socks? Because
No, they're
Bernie
actually
logo.
they're Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Then on the fucking cock and balls, this sexy second layer denim, which like, dude, this slims down the mons pubis, that accentuates the bulge. Like, I don't know, second layer. I'm glad that we did it, that we got these in here because like you and I love their shit.
Oh yeah.
And just to like, put a little TF twist on it, love it. And after that, Throwing Fits
The
t-shirt
belt.
up
You're
top.
tucked
Oh, sorry,
in.
belt. I'm tucked for once. I'm tucking like a they them cousin. Metalwood Throwing Fits cowhide with the pony hair. Ooh, it's fucking good.
Come on now.
Yeah, big metal tip.
Yeah,
like
dude.
a they them cousin. Small Talk Studios.
How many times are you going to say they them cousin on this podcast?
Small Talk Studios, who I was at their seasonal launch at Colbo on Friday, and like they are so stoked.
Shout out Nick and Phil.
Shout out Nick and Phil. One, just to like have gotten to a place where they can do full collections ready to wear, and it is fucking beautiful in person. The silk mohair, we have a version of that in the Throwing Fit Small Talk collab. But seeing it like on the racks, and then we have one like in these 17 boxes that are just off camera. That is a fucking good one. The only reason why I didn't wear it was because it's a small.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
need a medium.
it is. And it's why do we have a small of that?
I don't know. Maybe
Everything else is like medium and large, as it should be.
Maybe they thought you lost a lot of weight.
Too much weight.
Not
enough.
Yeah, this fucking mustard with like the metal studs up and down the fucking zipper and around the cuffs and everything.
Perfect for light outdoor season, baby.
And then, honestly, I think this might be
it's the one.
Not the sleeper hit. This is going to be the most popular John in the I don't know 50+ piece fucking round of collabs we're doing. Metal fits.
Gone in 72 seconds.
The homie Cole and throwing fits. Jokingly, we were like, "Yeah, metal fits." Oh wait, that actually kind of works.
Well, first of all, it was my idea.
Oh, was it?
And I was laughed out of the room until we're like, "Wait, that's actually fucking hard." I think I had to. Speaking of begging and groveling, I think I had to like really, like ask nicely and push that one through. And dude, this is. I don't know how many Porter got. I need one. You've been wearing it a lot, dude.
I wore it in the photo shoot, and because I can't wear the metal wood hat because that's a Larry thing. So
You're
I know
kind of
that
cloned up right now, dog.
I know,
tucked in tee, metal wood adjacent cap.
I'm supporting Israel on social media, just like my guy over here. So
whoa.
I saw that. I saw your close friends.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, you're a big politics guy on your close friends. It's crazy. And Hanes boxers sipping on.
I'll never do close friends.
Sipping on a Diet Pepsi.
Everything is out there.
Sipping on Greenpoint's finest, and I forgot to wear all my jewels. And I think that's a complete fit check, drink check.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this podcast.
Why did we just mention 1,000 collabs, James?
Well, let's get into this, Lawrence, because I know you need to get home and sleep. Have you eaten your one meal today?
No.
When you're hungover, do you not do like a hangover breakfast or something?
That never really worked for me. So I don't really prescribe that. Prescribe to that like that
lifestyle.
Eat something greasy, it'll cure hangover. It's like I'm gonna need a couple tall boys, I'm gonna need a couple darts, and I'm gonna need a nap.
All right, well, let's get you out of here so you can get some.
Thanks, buddy.
Having the beers, you can smoke and nap on the way home. What were we talking about?
Mr. Porter TF round dos.
First off, we do want to say thank you to everyone that bought the Shadow Plaid work shirt. Sold out in 20 hours. I believe
another
the last
shirt, another sellout.
The last medium. And shout out the big boys. And I kind of feel bad that we did like screw you over on this.
I wouldn't.
The numbers that we ran, and this is just fucking, data analysis. The numbers that we produced were like majority mediums and larges, right?
That's how the fucking bell curve works, bro.
Yeah, and as you get to the fringes, like the numbers go down.
Yeah.
I think that maybe we could have done some more XLs, but the last medium sold at 8 a.m. on Friday morning.
Squeeze
so
me.
Shout out to everyone. I hope
20. So like literally 20 hours exactly.
I hope you guys do feel like the pride that went into them when you do get them in hand, because I don't know. This one was.
I had to defend our enthusiasm on the Reddit.
Well, why are you on the Reddit?
Because I live there, bro.
With the fellow subhumans.
I need to uninstall. Some great advice that I got.
Yeah. But look, if you weren't able to get it or it wasn't your thing or whatever, like we have now once again done collaborations with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brands plus a bunch of Throwing Fits merch.
Yeah.
Exclusively on Mr. Porter. Linked up with a lot of homies this time. A lot of like big brands, but a lot of like close personal friends. So should I just run through the numbers real quick?
Wait, were we done talking about the shirt?
Well, what do you want to say?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
It's I think on the torched most recent Core 4 when we did the internal AMA.
Yeah.
Somewhere towards the back. It's pretty fucked up at that point. But I said that I don't want to podcast till I'm 40, but I want to like make clothes forever. And I think I was criticized because it's like, oh, the podcaster doesn't want a podcast, but it's like I'm a Johnsman first and foremost, and a Johnsman wants to make Johns.
It's cool to make something and actually like wear it with pride and understand like the quality that went into it and the time that went into it. Whether as just a consumer that hopefully we didn't talk your ear off about while in chill mode, but that's just us loving our shit, bro.
Well, it's like, okay, one, it's our job to sell the fucking shirts, and then two, it's like, like it's not. I know we joke QVC, chill mode, whatever. We just fuck with our shit that hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, or actually, you know what? Fuck, no, never apologize.
Let's talk about the shit that we made with a bunch of other people, though. So we ran it back with Mr. Porter, where we collabed with, I believe it's 10 brands. Let me just run through it. We got 10 pieces from Karu Research, 7 from Captain Sunshine, 9 from Small Talk Studios, 11 from NN07, 9 from And After That, 15 from Second Layer. I think that's the most. Wow. It is.
Damn.
4
Okay.
from Forest Designs. That's the least. 8 from Metalwood Studios. 5 from Austria, the homies up in Montreal. 12 from DMA, and 12 pieces from Throwing Fits.
Wow.
This was, once again, it's like a nice mix of like brands that are kind of like out there grails. Like Captain Sunshine is like like 4S. I mean, 4S is kind of a combination of like a grail brand and just like the fucking homie. That's Angelo.
The 4S shit is so crazy.
I know.
I honestly have no idea how expensive it's going to be. Do we have samples of that?
No, we don't.
Of course we don't.
The DHL, there's some boxes still stuck in DHL.
God damn it.
But yeah, I mean, just like working with fucking Edgar from Man After That on kind of this full circle moment where like the brand was kind of launched in the Throwing Fits like ecosystem. You could say the same Karu research where Kartik was, getting feedback live.
He was getting busy in the court.
As he was developing products, just like asking for feedback and thoughts and opinions in the cord. And I think without that, and also without the encouragement and enthusiasm behind like the first pieces he put out, I don't know. I mean, he's brought it now to a place, and everyone on his team that he's worked with has brought it to a place where it's like one of the this corny fucking phrase, if you know type brands where it's like, yo,
he's come so far in such a short amount of time.
If you're a serious Johnsman, you know that Karu is like doing serious work.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, I mean, again, the second layer stuff, like those guys have been the homies for a minute. Running back with DMA, Austria as a fucking.
I feel like we've known
brand.
The second layer guys. I feel like just real quick, like that's Capsule, like that's back, the way back.
Yeah.
The accurate days. Shout out my boy Drizzy.
Nick and Phil from Small Talk, just getting to be a part of their like wider launch as a full cut and sew, much like us, cut and sew brand, and not just doing like the custom hand drawn stuff.
People aren't ready for that because I think they just know about like you're like the custom trowel, that you like shit like that. But it's, dude, they fucking snapped on the ready to wear, baby.
That silk mohair is fucking a heater. But yeah, I think there are a good amount of like cool people out at their launch thing on. And shout out Colbo.
So Colbo's the first stockist? That's what's happening?
I think they're just launching it in tandem. I know that they have been working with like true showrooms and agencies to like get it in like some serious doors. They were in Paris for sales season, but yeah, I think like Colbo is just there. It's that fucking they're all homies, so it's just like
moving forward. The only thing small about them is their name, baby. About to pop.
Okay. October 16th. All this exclusively for sale on Mr. Porter.
Did I miss anyone? Keep going. You didn't say Metalwood.
Oh, I mean, Metalwood. That's just like
Did you?
A no-brainer. No, I mean, I'm jumping all around.
Yeah,
Metalwood, that's Cole, a no-brainer.
Dude. Hell yeah, dude.
A lot of like that's the Tour Trash tee. That actually might be a fucking hit.
I can't believe like a Friday Fiasco bit like made it. And that's from Cole's fucking, big brain. He was like, yo, this is actually like, I think the joke on the show was like, someone's going to steal this or like I should make merch. And it's like, it's here. We made it.
His snakeskin wind pants are fucking
dude, come on
fire.
Now. Yeah, and we got the fucking Beef and Brock fucking twisted checkered pullover. Like,
that's right.
That would have needed all that shit for that fucking hurricane, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is beating.
What hurricane?
The shit when it but was that not a hurricane when it was fucking?
It's been raining every weekend. It's rained for the last 13 of the past 19
did it rain this past weekend?
Yeah.
I was
pissing.
H-Town.
Where it go down. It was pissing.
Screw the world, baby.
I think that's it. I think I mentioned everything. Throwing Fits, we developed a quarter zip and some sweatpants out of like this like high quality French terry. Some hats with graphics, some tees.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a fucking lot.
Yeah, when we go Grease Goblin mode, like on our bodega runs and shit, like that quarter zip. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I probably wouldn't wear it as a set. Like, I don't know. I don't wear sweatsuits, bro. Maybe when I'm on fucking, Air Drake. But other than that, I think that, like, those are going to be really good separates. I love that. Quarter zip is great.
I think
quarter zips are about to be big, bro.
I know. There's about to be,
and everyone can thank us now.
There's just over 90 pieces, so something for everyone across.
You just did the math in your head?
I did. Well, it's probably wrong. Across all price points, a little bit of everything, whether you're a fucking fancy boy, a tailoring boy, a t-shirt boy, a hoodie boy. Like,
the new the TF merch hats are sick, dude.
Yeah.
You guys you'll see it and you'll be able to figure out the logo flip. I think it's like, well, I don't know. There's two that it could potentially be.
Yeah.
But that's a fucking heater too. Good colorways too.
October 16th on Mr. Porter.
I should have worn one of those actually. Well, shout out Small Talk. I guess see here we're kind of doing like it's a lot of we got a lot of metal fits. We got a lot of Small Talk representation, a lot of and after that, but a lot of fucking heat in those boxes, brother.
I know, but I do want to get them out of my apartment. So just for that, I just had these 17 boxes just sitting
we got
here
to figure
all
out
weekend.
if we're allowed to keep these because it's
Right.
all been photographed. But like, do these have to like go back to fucking Jersey?
I'm on an email right now figuring out if we get to keep it or not, and then you and I will just split the booty.
Did you notice Mawa?
No, but that's where their factory is, or where their warehouse is. Sorry.
Oh, did these not come from Mawa?
These did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Me and Porter, bro. Mawa's finest. Yeah. Shout out Mawa, New Jersey.
Two crazy white boys just straight out of Mawa.
Mr. Porter. Best
right.
Fashion Bros bit of all time.
I know. Nah, I like the Givenchy shark.
Really? If you had to choose between your characters?
Okay, it's Mr. Porter. Oh, I just shit myself.
Damn, dude.
Damn, where do we get a monocle from?
I don't know. The monocle store, bro.
Yeah, true. All right. This past week was a fun one. We were focused on selling the shirts.
Yeah.
You had to get out of town, and I had a few days just to fucking boogie around the city by myself on the solo TF mission.
I'm so bummed I missed the OL homies, bro.
So the OL team, Yoakum, Saro, Fred, who I just met, they were in town for a special project, which I'm not going to reveal what it is, but I was fucking coming in my pants at Scars. I was adding to the vegan Caesar dressing with ropes, fucking big string and lasso ropes like I'm on. And after that tea,
Well, first of all, when you told me what we're talking about, can we say collab?
No, we can't say anything. They were just here on a project.
You show me pictures. Holy fucking shit, people!
Workshop, and again, this is a workshop.
When
thing,
this
and,
drops, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. It's a workshop. Sorry, I'm saying too much.
Yeah, my bad.
Every time I feel like the Natura collection, what these guys are working on probably next, like just dropping hints about other shit. I'm just like, yo, like it is really a brand that
They're unstoppable.
I'm fucking sucking LL's dick all the time, but like
well-deserved. That's a well-desered suck, dude.
Yeah.
That's an earned suck.
I will be moaning with that workshop cock in my mouth. Yeah.
Hey, yo!
Oh yeah, that's a natural dyed blowjob.
I will say, I feel so bad, but I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll be upcycling that slop.
You said I'll be moaning with that OL cock in my mouth. Slobbering.
I've been just listening
You
to a
got
lot of
drool coming out of your fucking goatee, dude.
This is what happens when you listen to For All the Dogs, you know?
Oh.
It was just really cool to like hear them, like it was something they were very passionate about. It's like they killed it from every angle. But we go to Scars because they're like, yo, we're here, but we're like only in the city. We only have enough time to get like one meal before we got to fly out. And meal.
One lunch.
So I was like, yo, we got to go to Scars. You guys need a New York slice.
Yeah. Had they, because like Yoakum's been to New York a bunch. Like they never had Scars ever.
I don't think so.
Maiden voyage?
I'm pretty sure. And the whole time like that he was here, I guess they had like a night or two like getting over jet lag. Yoakum's just like, yo, New York's the fucking best, bro.
I mean,
love
he's
New
not
York
wrong.
so much. They hit up, they went crazy at the vintage shops. I put them in, I made sure that they, went to like Leisure Center.
Leisure.
Which we're behind the paywall, right?
We said Frank was coming on the pod last week.
Frank, unfortunately it was
the
like
Mad Dog.
It was right. We didn't really have enough time because we had spent so much time at lunch just fucking kicking it that I didn't have that much time before they had to get off the airport. Yoakum was in dad mode. He's like, oh, yes, one quick visit, and then we go. And that's not how he talks either.
No. What the fuck?
But Sorrow and Fred were just like, this guy Sorrow, who, remember him?
Of course, bro. He's a fucking party animal, bro.
Bro,
he's the best. Such a good hang.
He's one of these guys where, the life,
he's Italian.
The life of the party, Sicilian, like ordering mad wine and beer and loves all this shit. Ordered mad pizza to go to eat on the plane. But as soon as he entered Leisure Center, he just like blacks out and just like goes into fucking Terminator mode where he's like, John's acquired. And it was funny because that's kind of how I am when I go to Our Legacy. I'm like, don't talk to me.
Right.
I'll murder you.
Yeah. This is me time.
Yeah. But what was really funny was, so we got like a vegan Caesar, of course, delicious, and 2 pies. I was like, all right,
what did they think of your cum?
Got to get an original pie. They love the cum. Natura. They got to get an original pie. And then this one guy, Fred, who's another Stockhomie who I had just met, but now he's a Stockhomie for life. He was like, yo, you know what's really good? If you get a margarita with jalapeños. And we're like, I'm like, I'm down. Sure, whatever.
Don't they have the hot boy, which is pepperoni?
It's like hot honey, pepperoni. Yeah. But there's a note. There's a I don't dine on swine. Homie among us.
Oh, no pork on the fork.
Well, no red meat, so no beef. It was a beef pepperoni because there's no pork in Scars. Period. It's all beef pepperoni.
Oh, right, duh, because he's halal.
Yeah. Is he? Or is he just like a health thing?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's not. Hey, he ain't haram. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so you've eaten with
Free
me like
Palestine, baby.
We've gotten like Szechuan food together, right?
Yeah.
You know how
and you like sweat like a banshee.
It's like I took a shower. I look like that gif of the guy from Airplane where he's just like fucking he's leaking ropes from the dome, from the Iron Dome.
Jesus Christ. Dome ropes. Is that the title?
Yo, shorty head so strong called Iron Dome. That's not appropriate now, right?
I don't. Oh, ooh, yeah. I mean, shit, dude. We bought it, bro.
Yeah.
We paid for it.
Don't worry. We're gonna get two fashion experts are about to get into solving the Israeli-Palestine crisis. Don't worry. We got a solution that I think is pretty strong and will please everyone. So stay tuned for that.
We don't condone like kidnapping civilians or anything like that. But it's
speak for yourself. No, I'm kidding.
It's like what. It's an apartheid fucking state, dude. This is an occupation. Like, what do motherfuckers think is gonna happen?
Oh, you actually want to? Oh, okay. See, this is what you get on Close Friends.
Like. There's good.
Lawrence's IG Close Friends is really just a podcast.
It's never going to be solved if this is the situation, and it seems like it's going to be that way forever, because we got their back. Meeting. Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
No, keep going.
No,
great.
No, it's just like it's like what. There's no solution in this current situation, right? That exists. This is what's going to happen.
When geopolitics that are rooted in centuries of, cultural and tribal, like everything, just, violence and hatred and complexities, there's one man I turn to, and that is Lawrence Schlossman.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, I am Jewish, so it's like,
What's the pal in Palestine?
I mean, it's like, I don't know, dude. You can be a Jew and not be a Zionist. Like, these things, people think they're the same thing, and they're not. And I don't know. It's a bummer, bro.
Damn, how serious was your fucking trip to Houston?
Well,
Were you talking about it at the dinner table?
No. I don't talk politics with my in-laws at all. But no, I mean, what I was talking about with JB, because like this shit's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking war, dude.
Dude, being on drugs and having people like drop down at a music festival, having people drop down and just kill you.
I mean,
that's worst case scenario but that's like the last thing you want to see when you're on drugs.
But like, if you're fucking, you're raving next to an internment camp, like, use your, like, oh my God. Shit is ass.
This is a politics podcast now. But you know where I also didn't talk about Israel-Palestine was at Scars with the Stockhomies.
Oh, sorry. Dude, I'm my bad.
It's fine.
Because it's
Are
like,
you okay?
But it's like, what are we not going to talk about it?
Oh, no, it's a whole section after talking about the Beckham documentary for all the dogs. No, I'm kidding. It's not.
No, I'm saying I want to hear about the Beck stock. I haven't had a chance.
Well, let me just
I
finish.
wasn't watching TV when I was hanging out with my in-laws.
Let me just finish Scars with the Stockhomies. So, like, obviously, I mean, the whole time I'm
We've
just
had
like,
Szechuan food together. You're a sweaty boy, right? That's where we were.
These Swedes eating roasted jalapeno, like, they don't have the palate and the tolerance for that, like, level of like minimal spice. Where I felt like I was Sean Evans having Yoakum on Hot Ones,
right?
Where he's just like leaking, and I'm like, yo, watch the eyes, bro, watch the eyes.
What did I need to know what. I'm assuming they loved it.
Yeah, they loved it. And
did
also,
you
it was just
skip
like
the line privileges. Did you hit Scar ahead of time, or did you guys?
I hit Scar ahead of time, and he was like, "Yeah, you're good." And it was just like walk in at 12 and get a booth. It was like I was the first one like online.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really get.
No, I mean
that would have been like a flex in front of the OL guys, where it's like.
I mean,
Did they meet Scar? Was he?
No, he wasn't there. He was off doing some rally or some shit. But like Sorrow's just like, oh, we need more beer.
He probably. Oh, so what's the Italians' review? I'm assuming he loved it, but like.
Oh, they loved it. Because they wanted just like a New York slice. They didn't want like a fucking Sicilian or the grandma slice or anything. And he ordered 3 more slices.
Oh, to go.
Just for himself to go in like a box.
Fire.
Yeah, so they loved it. So
that's how you know it's good, when an Italian is creaming himself, a la you.
The whole time I was just like, come on, guys. When are you coming to New York? When are you going to fucking, come on.
Every time we see him, you got to ask. And it's like, I don't know, dude. It'll happen, right? I feel like every day that we exist, we mean Throwing Fits, the only podcast that matters, we're willing it into existence. The amount that these guys get their knob slobbed, again, deservedly so.
Yeah.
If they open in New York, man, I'm taking fucking credit, bro.
I think I may have caught Yoakum in a jalapeno-induced delirium where he had no idea. He was like,
dude,
tripping jalapeno acid. I'm just like, Yoakum, come on, man, open up in New York.
When you cook a jalapeno, it gets even less spicy.
Yeah.
Imagine if these guys took a bite out of a raw one, dude.
Yeah. Or if they actually
die?
If they got like the hot boy, which is just like spicy everything. But I don't know. That's just Swedes and their fucking delicate, Scandinavian sensible palates. It's like their color palette. It's muted.
I know we talked about a billion collabs up top. When can we talk about those guys?
What?
Right there, baby. Or,
Oh, not now. We can't.
did you hit those? Did you hit them up and be? Because that's
No, we're talking to them soon, but no, we can't talk about that.
victory lap incoming.
Ooh, something spicy.
Damn, I want to fucking
Speaking
tease
of-
those so bad.
Speaking of spicy, well, do it on your close friends.
I don't do close friends, bro.
Well, speaking of
Don't
close,
listen to this man's lies. I've never done close friends. I never will. I've also never told a lie in my life, and I never will. So those are my two kind. That's where I draw the line, dude.
Speaking of close friends, you had a little return to the scene of the crime moment when
yeah.
you're in Houston, where your wedding took place. When was that? 2019?
2018, 2019. I don't know. I've been married for coming on 5 years. I really should like know this,
Yeah.
but we've just been together for so long that you know.
Wait, so 5-year anniversary, you gonna do something crazy?
I don't know.
What's the traditional gift? Like
She's doing
wood?
She's doing a big thing for her. Yeah, I got some wood for you. She's doing a big thing for
for
her
21st birthday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for her 24th birthday.
Yeah.
No, she's turning 40. She's not ashamed of that. She looks good. When you're married, right, you do, speaking of weddings and
Boston
shit.
ropes? Okay.
No, you make sacrifices, right? Like the purpose of this trip is so ridiculous. Like, and this kind of will dovetail into the most beautiful, sweetest moment I share with my mother-in-law. She's a big dog person, right?
Your mother-in-law, your mill.
My in-laws. And Jenna had a dog in college, and when she moved to New York, they like took ownership, right? Bentley, R.I.P. So he's gone. He lived a long life. I think almost
Long,
15
happy
years.
life. Damn.
But since he passed, let's say 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I feel like my mother-in-law just really wants a dog in her life. But my father-in-law is not. He's, like the meme where it's like dad doesn't want a dog, then dad gets dog, and dad loves dog, right?
Yeah.
Like that would happen for sure. I mean, they've had dogs before, but he seems like he's in a holding pattern where he's like getting used to just, doing his own thing.
Empty nest.
So we literally go to Houston so that my mother-in-law can meet Georgie as a puppy.
How was she on the plane?
Not good.
Just give her some of your
She
fucking...
did better on the way back, and I think it's gonna. And we gotta go for fucking Christmas, and we will be going on planes with this dog as long as she's alive. So she better fucking shape up. But I'm seeing there was improvement.
Give her some of your Miller Lite. She just needs to calm down a little bit. She's nervous.
I will say, when you're sitting in first class,
Oh,
we got upgraded on the
on a
way
regional
back.
flight to Houston?
They kind of just let you do whatever you want because it's not. Yeah, I'm on. Well, that's a 2.5 hour flight. When we got upgraded, I was like, this is a blessing.
You're like, sick, a USB.
No, I mean, come on, bro.
I got upgraded on the flight down. Remember the whole fucking...
Oh my God, with you and fucking Wolf, right?
Well, yeah, we don't have to get into it.
Anyway, so the whole purpose of the trip is literally so that it's like meeting your grandchild while they're a
of
baby,
course.
which is kind of pathetic because it's a fucking dog and not a child. But I digress. So that's the purpose of the trip,
Right.
which I can admit is insane. We literally went
Really?
Friday. We were there for 2 days.
It's just a nice excuse to go for Jenna to see her parents.
And we were just chilling
And
in
for you to
Houston
drink-
proper, which is
How many Lone Stars do you have?
so that's
the
the
whole
thing,
weekend.
dude. Like Lone Star. Well, first of all, I just get them at Rock and Roller all the time, so I have them. It's not like
They're not a special treat.
not as much as I'd like to pretend that they are. But normally when we go to Texas, we get stay in fucking Bay City.
Sick.
Now we're in Houston, so it was cool.
All right.
So that was nice. But no Lone Stars, really. That's all like. That's just like you're just in the city, dude. It's not. It ain't real country.
Did you stay in the same hotel as where your wedding was? Is that why what brought you back to that
but we went
hotel
there
lobby?
Went there for drinks, and basically, when you say return to the scene of the crime, I don't mean like my nuptials. Like beautiful, great day, fun wedding. I would assume, right? You had a good time.
Yeah, I had a great time.
I think we did a whole recap on the previous podcast endeavor that shall not be named.
Oh, we did. Well, the Texas
With
wedding
it-
took on a life of its own with John Januzzi.
Yeah, it was the Januzzi app. Yeah,
Yeah, but
because he was there.
You know who had a great time? Gian, who just missed it.
Well, dude,
in its entirety, but
honestly, being on Filipino time, that means you just never have to sit through even our wedding ceremony, which is fucking lickety split.
All right, so why don't you, for those of you that maybe haven't been around since the heady days of 2017, 2018, or whatever, why don't you explain why we keep referring to this as the scene of the crime?
I had a very poor performance at the
The Friday night dinner?
The reception.
Okay, the Friday night reception.
Excuse me, the welcome party, right?
Right. Friday night.
Yeah,
the night before.
The night before.
The actual ting.
So that day we did the rehearsal with the wedding party. Then we do the rehearsal dinner, and then we go to the hotel Icon, I believe, where everyone is staying.
Nice hotel.
And that's where the welcome drinks, whatever the fuck, right? Your boy was pretty toasted going into that, and it only kind of went downhill from there. Basically, I was doing shots. One of those shots hit back. I threw up in a pint glass. I thought it would be smart to hide the pint glass behind a little menu on the bar. You open the menu like a fucking book and hide a pint glass full of vomit. So
when you vomited to the pint glass, did you go like was your mouth on the inside of it?
I just,
or did you go?
I think I just went right into it. Honestly, it was perfect. Yeah, I don't think there was any spillage. But again, trying to hide it on the bar.
Yeah.
The bartender didn't appreciate that. So that was already.
You're like, nah, man, it's cool. It's my wedding.
That was like strike one.
Yeah.
Strike two is I had to continue vomiting, obviously. So I go into the bathroom and.
Wait, you never vomit one pint glass worth of vomit. There's always more where that pint came from.
Yeah. And there was a lot more,
right.
Let me tell you. And we were debating and I can't really remember. I either threw up in the sink in the men's room and or in a urinal as well.
What's worse? Urinal.
Sink? Well, the urinal, you can flush it.
Not really. You can't flush not if there's chunks.
Yeah, you're right. We did have steak.
I thought it was the sink because that's my memory. Was because
it might have been both, but
I think I walked in the bathroom and the sink was roped off before they roped off the whole thing because it was a toxic airborne event, like the woman that had diarrhea on the Delta flight.
The funniest, craziest thing to me is within 10 minutes of me exiting the bathroom, someone's like, "Yo." They literally put caution tape over the door of the men's room. I'm like, this is a bit extreme, guys.
Bro, it's Texas. They take their shit seriously, you know?
So that was strike two. Strike three is then my father.
Oh, no.
And I don't know what time of the night this was. I don't think it was that late.
This was early, bro.
Maybe 11 p.m., 10 p.m. After parents' bedtime. So somewhere in the 10 p.m. range, we'll say. My dad literally comes downstairs and proceeds to fucking lecture me in front of everybody. I don't know if you saw this.
I wasn't there.
That to me was, it's like, yo, bro, I'm getting married, dog.
Stop spanking me in front of the boys.
And the girls, everyone, bro.
For all the dogs.
Literally.
Stop spanking me in front of all the dogs.
I got fucking spanked in front of all the dogs.
Stop verbally spanking me in front of all the dogs, Dad.
That's when he gave me his famous parting advice, which again, heads of the show will know. Just keep it on the fairway, bro.
Tomorrow, keep it on the fairway.
Keep it on the fairway. No, I think he
meant it.
That's what it was. Right?
Yeah, he was like, tomorrow at your actual wedding. He's like, tonight's ruined. This is a fucking wash. Mm-hmm. We're never. I'm surprised.
Damn.
You were allowed back.
These
I guess
details are hazier than I thought I would have this nailed by now. But
you look good. You look fine the next day. By 6 o'clock the next day.
I think it was. He came up to me when we were taking photos, with the parents and the fucking bridal party and the groomsmen and all that shit. I believe he said keep it on the fairway like that
today,
at that point.
Tonight.
Yeah, today.
But today's the day.
He literally lied. He said I only came down because some concerned people came up and knocked on my door and let me know that you were out of control. And I was like, nobody did that. That's a fucking lie. I just think he innately was like, it was almost like spidey sense for narc. He just came down his own. But I'm like, you don't need to spin this lie.
Someone just threw up in a urinal.
I'm like,
get my cape.
There's no way that you're going to soften the blow of embarrassing me in front of everybody by scolding me.
Mitzi, get my slippers.
Yeah, dude.
Mindy, sorry.
How do you not know my... Mitzi was my grandmother's name before she legally changed it. But
to Leslie.
Michael.
Michael. What?
Yeah, Grandma Michael. Turned 99 this year.
Dude.
Honestly, boss ass move.
Them grandmas, bro. Is your grandmother trans?
No.
Are you sure?
She's a woman. She just decided it was, I believe she did it for her acting career.
Okay.
Before she got married, she was like, oh, this will be a good, not like a stage name because she legally changed her name from, but it's like Mitzi a little too Jewy. So we'll go Michael.
All right.
It was a decision. Anyway, so we went back to the hotel icon. Luckily, no one had any recollection.
Did you go into the bathroom?
Yeah, dude.
Did you start getting PTSD? Like,
I'm like, oh, let me I took a picture of the urinal for the Zoot. I don't think I'm going to use it because I feel like we have better shit going on, like some Beckham fit pics or whatever. But yeah, dude, that's the aforementioned crime, and that is the aforementioned scene of said crime.
Was shit coming back to you at all? Seriously, when you're like in the physical space, you're like, whoa. Like Memento.
It felt a lot. The lobby felt a lot smaller. I was like, and Jenna even said the same thing. I guess because you know, I think of the Texas wedding as this big bold event, but it's like it was a fine hotel.
Yeah, we were younger. Trump.
I asked her. I was like, why didn't we stay here? She's like,
you didn't?
No, we stayed at a different hotel. Dog friendly, one.
Okay.
And then two, I didn't realize, but we paid for my in-laws' hotel.
Oh, damn.
And I think Jenna was like, let's pick a cheaper option.
For the two of you?
No, for
the in-laws.
all four of us on this trip.
I stayed at that hotel. It was nice. It wasn't that expensive, I don't think.
I have zero recollection of how much it was. But yeah, everyone stayed there. I mean, it's Houston prices, right?
Yeah, true.
Cost of living is not bad.
Did you get very drunk again in this lobby?
No.
Start stroking the urinal. Hello, my old friend.
I think I had 2 Yinglings. Okay. By my count.
You 2 lagers?
I like a Yingling, dude.
Oh, Yingling stinks.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those rotten beers. It's like Heineken for me or like Corona. It always tastes skunk.
It's America's Oldest Brewery.
Yeah. So
shout out Robbie. Robbie loves Yingling.
Robbie loves Yingling.
As a Lancasterman.
Yeah, exactly. Damn.
So two notable things happened with my in-laws. One is that my father-in-law has never been more interested in anything. And by the way, he always asks like how things are going, like about like our career. He has never been more interested in anything than the cut and sew operation because the shirts had just sold out.
Has he seen the other shit? Has he seen the Beefy Blue or the Easy Breezy Summer Girl?
He has not seen the Beefy Blue, but I brought both the summer shirt and the flannel because it was honestly pretty brisk in Texas. I was surprised. It was not hot. It might have been hotter here. Well, I don't know. You said it rained, so maybe the heat.
No, it was cold here.
It was cold here. But anyway, and he was really, really impressed. And he's a bit of a clothes horse. Like he's not a guy that like Patsy, my mother-in-law, does not. Maybe she like buys him gifts, but like he shops for himself. Like he's a big shopper. But yeah, dude, he was asking all about fucking fabrics. What is it like making shirts in India, our design process. And it was a real bonding moment because he's like, people ask what you do. And he's like, I say you're a podcaster. He's like, but I have no.
Well, it's one of the only things that is like tangible where it's like, oh, like this was made by these guys.
He was getting hands on with the jaunts.
That's great. Did he like the crop nature of it? Was like, oh, perfect for layering.
He was like, what makes you, he literally, apropos of nothing, this was his call out. He's like, why'd you decide to do a straight hem? And I'm like, this fucking guy.
Lou.
Hell yeah.
Luke?
And he's like,
what's his name? Luther.
You really don't know anything about me.
No.
That's fine.
Michael.
Grandma Michael.
Big Israel guy.
No, dude.
Just loves the Iron Dome.
But he knew. He was like, oh, straight hem. And it was like, I was like, yeah, work. He's like, yeah, work shirt. Oh, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, double pleat on the cuff, yeah.
Excuse me. All right, second thing that happened.
Yeah.
The sweetest moment ever with my mother-in-law. I mentioned, again, the purpose of the
trip.
trip.
Did they fall in love with Georgie?
Oh, dude, come on. This is a show dog, dude.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous girl.
The color on that beast.
So we're at lunch, and Jenna goes to the bathroom, and my father-in-law, I don't know where, he like took a stroll or something.
What? During lunch?
I don't remember. Well,
what?
After the meal.
Okay. What? Okay.
As I'm picking up the check and we're closing
out. Right. Oh, time for my walk. Oh, you got this, right?
And Patsy, my mother-in-law, has Georgie in her lap. As she did for most of the trip, because again, this was big dog woman again, and the purpose of this trip is for her to meet her grand dog.
What'd you think of Drake's album?
This was on Thursday, so it had excuse me. No, it was, this was Friday.
Did she stay up until 6 a.m. to listen to it?
No.
Okay.
I had it downloaded, but I hadn't really listened to it. Not with headphones, at least. I was playing it in the hotel room. But we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not in the For All the Dogs section.
We're not there yet.
So I look over and, she's petting the dog and it's just us and silent. And she sighs. And I look over and she's getting like teary-eyed. And she sighs again. And, I'm like rubbing her back. I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah. She's like, just thinking about Bentley and Pepper. She's like, so happy that you guys got Georgie. And it was beautiful, dude.
Thinking of all the dogs.
Yeah. I've seen her be emotional before, obviously. But that was like I was like, wow. I'm like, this is a moment.
What do you say to that? What do you say to her?
I just again, I rubbed her back and I was just like, yeah. You know, just a beautiful moment, dude. And honestly, I was like, these are good people that raise a great woman who I love, and I love them too. And it was just like, it was tangible, dude. Speaking of fucking getting hands-on, that was hands-on with a moment, emotion. Whew.
You felt it in your plums.
And I told John, I was like, I want to talk about this on the podcast. Because I was like, we have fun, we fuck around. But I'm an emotional guy, and I was like, this is, honestly, bro, it might have been like the most beautiful moment I've ever shared with my mother-in-law. It was
and your
wonderful.
wife and father-in-law were not
No, they were not there.
All right.
Which honestly makes it even like, I've created memories with the whole Blackwell clan, but that moment for me and Patsy, God damn.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. And you know what I said? I said to Jenna, and when I told her, and Jenna was like, oh, this is amazing. And she wasn't like, I wish I was there. She's like, I think she understood that it was, for us. And I was like, you know what? I bitched about this trip. The dog's a fucking hassle. The whole thing is like absurd.
There's no Lone Stars anywhere.
Yeah, it was an absurd, jaunt to begin with. But I was like, that moment, I was like, that made the whole trip fucking worth it. Anyway, so that was my 48 hours in fucking Houston, baby.
It's beautiful, baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of beauty, I've been crushing the Beckham documentary.
So is it a series or is it a
4 episodes?
Okay.
You know who directed it?
No, I don't know anything about
Rat fucker Sam from Succession, Fisher Stevens.
Really?
Is that his name? They got Wolf guy, the For All the Dogs homie.
The dude that famously fumbled the Sharon Stone bag, bro.
Really?
He cheated on her, bro.
Oh, what an idiot.
I know, it's like, bro,
You look like
she's an all-timer, dude.
You look like a Lord of the Rings, one of the anti-Semitic depictions of a
Fisher There's
small head,
honestly,
pencil neck.
When you like Google pics of them, because obviously he looks crazy now that he's like extra gobblered up because he's old. But like looking at pics of them together, it's like it might be the most incongruent couple of all time.
Damn.
Like talk about out of your fucking league. And he cheated on her. Damn. He fumbled.
Well, I was watching it, and we'll get into it, but I'm hearing his voice. I'm like, I recognize this guy's voice, and it's one of those documentaries
he's like
where
narrating it.
No, but the director like inserts themselves, like you can hear them asking the question,
God, bro.
and it's not even like off mic, like he is mic'd up, being like, "So how does? Oh, so you drink? You make your own coffee? Yeah. Wow, that's so humble of you."
I mean, I've seen the clip, obviously, that's going viral with like Victoria Beckham trying to pretend that she wasn't posh spice, literally, growing up.
But no, so I got like 20 minutes, it's 4 episodes. They're all about a little over an hour, right?
Is it about the Beckhams or David
It's about
Beckham?
David, which I wasn't really sure what it was going to be. It is about David's career, fucking the whole Beck's clan and family, but kind of like always from his perspective.
The kids too?
Not really. Like them being born was a big deal. But dude, can I just say, speaking of busting ropes, that man, I maybe never appreciated how fucking hot he was.
Speaking all-timers, bro.
Not really is anymore. I'm not really into this like weathered kind of like, very dated tattoos at this point and like very basic rich guy style.
Was he tatless when he was playing? Or
I think he was he started getting them a few at a time, but the whole like neck, sleeves, hands thing, I don't think happened until he was in LA, which is like the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
Right?
Zero surprises there.
But like, I don't know about you, but when David Beckham entered my like world or just like pop culture realm, it was already like cool to not like him because he was he was at the end of his career.
Cornball.
He was this like brand. Yeah. And I was talking about this with some British folks over the weekend, and what they told me, which is interesting, here's some fucking Earl Grey tea, is that a lot of British celebrities, what they do is they incorporate themselves, and then that protects them from the press.
Oh, wow.
So the British press, which is notoriously fucking
the worst,
ruthless, dogged, all that shit.
Haters.
What people do to protect themselves is, they incorporate themselves as a business, and that offers privacy and protection against the journos. And because they have the protection, they actually do cheat on each other all the time, but it goes unreported. It's just like a widely known thing.
You're telling me that Victoria and David Beckham are not in love and completely devoted to each other?
They seem like they have a good dynamic, and he seems like a fucking simp. Like he's like, oh, princess, my darling princess.
Yeah, again, another all-timer.
Posh, just tell me can you do my hair, babes?
Yeah, and they're big business, dude. I mean, her I didn't even like, and I guess I only know this because it was just Fashion Week, but like, there's all this drama right around Kim being late to the show, which then delayed Anna Wintour. Anna Wintour is all pissed off, whatever. It's like, oh shit, Victoria Beckham, like her clothing brand is respected. Like I couldn't tell you a single thing about what it even remotely looks like.
I think it's more respected than you think, but I don't think it's like considered like
it's not
up
the
here.
row, obviously.
Yeah, it's not like Chloe with like, Gabriella Hearst, who just left or whatever, as another like Nepo baby fucking endeavor.
Wait, so you've only watched 20 minutes of the documentary?
No, I have 20 minutes left.
Oh.
Of the 3.5, I've watched 3.5 episodes.
I have one question for you.
What's
In
up?
the 3.5 episodes that you watched, do they, or does anyone talk about how he met Prince Charles wearing his do-rag?
No.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
They talk about his like,
That's crazy.
It's so clear when he enters his like Wigga era.
Yeah.
Like it is like 2002. So all through the 90s, he fucking looks incredible. Like
Good fits,
the late
too,
90s.
dude. He's the Zoot.
Good fits.
That man's a walking Zoot.
Great hair, like the feathered middle part.
Well, he's so
is
famous
fucking
for
sick.
all the fucking. He had more hairstyles than Bowie, bro.
But it became clear that he's like, okay, now I got to become a brand. And yeah, it was like, shave the head, mohawk, faux hawk, fucking
Long locks.
The man bun
Yep.
was horrible. But it was very clear in the 02, 03 when he went to Real Madrid era,
Yeah.
when he became kind of this like Euro trashy, a bit more of a party boy.
Yeah.
And also just like, it was clear that he wanted to just be, he wanted to dress like fucking Eminem and 50 Cent.
Going to Spain will do that to you, dude. It was a time and a place,
He wore a purple suit on his wedding.
What?
Yeah. And she wore a purple dress, and their first baby.
Oh, because of because they're royalty.
Their first bastard baby was looks like a Kid Rock in his pimp era.
Brooklyn?
He had a purple top hat, like a fedora or bowler rather, and like a purple vest. It was fucking weird.
Kid Rock era.
It was
Kid Rock did love a bowler for a while there.
I do think that with this documentary, like he is going to become the fucking zoo boarder. Like people are going to start posting like
The pic
old press photos of him and shit.
The one that I always see is him in Victoria, and like maybe he's in Tim's and a Yankee fitted too, but then they got the fucking they have the dogs with them, you know what I'm talking about? And they just look fucking so good.
So like pre-digital photography, when it's like the late 90s, right? I think that's when he looks his best. And it's like still dated to that time, but it is like, especially with the fucking unis, the kits, with the Umbro and the fucking big rugby shirts and like the short shorts and shit. And then, when paparazzis really started like becoming a fucking cottage industry with like digital photography with pre-social media, so it was our only access to celebrities. Sure. His fits were atrocious, and I'm a little like concerned and know that that's just going to become like the next shit that people try to dress as is like Beck's, like early aughts Beck's.
He has so many eras. I feel like that he like slots into whatever the trend is. So like there's definitely like Y2K Beckham fits that I'm sure are being fucking posted to hidden as we speak.
The best John's fashion moments were when Posh. She was too posh to push. She had a C-section.
I like that.
And they were like, yo,
Respect.
Bex, you got to go out and like give a statement. Be like, his name, everyone's doing fine. Posh is doing great. His name is this. He weighed that.
Like a press conference outside the hospital?
Yeah, because like...
I guess did people put out statements back then? I guess they kind
No, what are you going to do? Fucking send out your notes app?
Yeah, they didn't have the notes app yet.
But there was like a scrum of media around the hospital. Like they were bombarding I mean, he was... And look, he's a very charming guy. I do think he's autistic.
A lot of footballers are. Or they say that at least about Messi.
Well, they say Messi's can't read, but Beckham,
I think I've spread that rumor on the show.
Okay.
But I did hear that from someone.
Super autistic. Like, he's like, oh, I'm in the backyard
His
kicking.
His voice sucks.
I'm in the backyard kicking balls left, right, up and down, up and down. Bro,
he's not autistic. He's just kind of like a pussy.
As a 15-year-old, he is like meticulous about cleanliness. And as a 15-year-old kid, had like a clean ass room because he was, signed to Man U at 15. And even now he his OCD is crazy. Like his closet is like, he like adjusts the hangers. He's like, oh, someone was in here.
Does he has a brand too, right?
Probably.
I bet you it's not good.
But okay, so as soon as Brooklyn gives birth and she had just had an epidural and is like numb and shit.
Posh gives birth to Brooklyn.
Yes, sorry.
To be clear, Brooklyn
not yet
didn't give birth
to himself. He leans over to Posh and goes, can you do my hair, babes? Like, and she's like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. And then he appears, he looks perfectly coiffed. The other shit, which is crazy, and this is him in present day, he's like walking Fisher
what a
Stevens.
thing to ask your wife that just gave birth to
Exactly.
a child.
He's
Insane.
walking Fisher Stevens through his closet, mostly bad fits, but like
Suits.
sick closet. Well, he has like
Well, yeah, he's fucking rich,
jumpers, denim shorts, regular shirts,
His voice
tees, trousers, jeans, tailoring, toys.
and it's just all just like perfectly
It's like
organized.
color coded. Like he folds his t-shirts a certain way and angles them when he stacks them, so you can see like, which is actually kind of smart. You can see like what's under at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, you
So
don't-
they're kind of like stepped.
You don't
steeped a little
fold
bit.
your tees like that. Jenna taught me to do that so that you can like what tee it is.
I'll
based
just
on the
I'll just
graphic.
rifle through them. But he has a rack that's out.
Just a little service for the audience at home.
He has a rack that's out, and Fisher Stevens like, right, what's all this then? And Bex is like, that's my week of outfits. And he's like, a week? This man is
How many fits would you estimate were on the week rack? No pun intended.
5 or 6, like not like multiple fits a day.
Oh,
He's wearing like cable knit quarter zips and fucking like, cashmere gray sweaters that are like fucking probably really expensive but look like shit.
was that because because if he's filming, he does that regardless of whether there's they're doing a documentary or if he has media appearances?
Yeah, it started out, doing it the night before, but it turned into a weekly thing. So he just lays out, he has a week of, again, this man is just fucking OCD autistic.
Damn, every day is the first day of school for David Beckham. Fit laid out, baby.
Week of fits. It was, it was a week of fits and there were week fits.
I made that
the
joke
Beck
already.
itself, the documentary itself is pretty fire. And I'm just like,
I'm going to go home immediately and wallow in my hangover and watch
they're
this whole thing.
so nice to look at. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how that sounds,
Dude,
but
all
like,
the kids are hot.
I don't. Well, the kids aren't in there yet. I mean, they're like babies, but like Bex is like a fucking. I mean, he's so. Yeah, he's a fucking simp. Yeah, he's like, oh, babes, can you tell me when I can have a cup
But
of
he
tea?
did call her out when she was capping about her, her upbringing.
They have a nice relationship, but I think that he was like that was their whole dynamics. That he's like the autistic little bitch boy,
autistic
and then-
wife guy.
autistic wife guy, autistic simp. And she was like, there's an old clip. She's like, don't forget I wear the trousers in this relationship.
I mean, dude.
I don't know why that was Australian, but yes, great documentary. The fucking
Is this part of the Netflix 30 for 30s that we've talked about a bunch, or is this like a separate thing?
And I've seen some headlines where it's like Fisher Stevens left out a few things that are like pretty glaring omissions.
Well, bro,
but he did. I mean, this was, this in this age of celebrity documentary where it's like all fucking puff piece
I'm sure
dick sucking.
they're executive producing their own shit. This is the difference between an authorized biography and then the unauthorized biography.
Well,
that's what you want.
I
dude.
saw a headline that Fisher Stevens was like, I'm not going to do this. And apparently Leonardo DiCaprio was involved. He's like, I'm not going to do this unless there's like nothing left off the table. And they address like extramarital affairs and shit, but never really.
Wait, really? I
Never
thought you
re-
were just making a.
Never really like not on the level of what actually happens, I think. But there were like headlines when he was in Madrid and Posh was back in London. And he's like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's our private life. And then it kind of just ends. So
Right.
on
Interesting.
like that topic.
Huh.
But bro, I mean, it does a great job.
So they
like,
dip a toe. Well, this is like, did you
does a
ever?
great job, like fucking, Man U being like, oh, we're down and out. But then the crowd started chanting Beckham. And all of a sudden I knew that Manchester was my family. And then he scores a fucking free kick and they like win the treble in 99 or whatever.
Dude, big treble in 99. That's all timer, dude.
Yeah. And then I'm sure when it gets to although apparently the contract he signed with the LA Galaxy is considered to be, because these British people are like, know him and they're all business school people.
Yeah.
And they're like, it is legitimately considered to be like one of the best deals ever
He
signed.
got jersey sales and shit.
For him. He got jersey sales. I think he got a percentage of the team, and he was allowed to
I knew the ownership
purchase
shit, yeah.
Miami.
Oh,
FC.
right. He
Some shit like that.
Yeah, he ingratiated himself into. Well, I mean, bro, he helped. I went to they played the Galaxy. It might have been one of like, it was like, the debut tour. Like I saw him live at a giant stadium. I forget who they played, but it was a big deal, dude.
Yeah. But great fucking doc. I've been
The
just
extramarital affairs thing makes me think of. Do you ever watch the Very Ralph documentary that's on HBO? Because like the whole
Who's
thing.
that about?
Ralph Lauren.
Oh, okay, no.
Oh, sorry, I should have.
Where they don't even talk about that, right?
And then if you read the unauthorized biography, it's like,
Right.
yeah, this man fucking cheated, bro.
I thought you were talking about
fucking got.
I thought you were talking about
dude.
Ralph Macchiato or whatever the fucking karate
Macchio?
kid. Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchiato.
Ralph Macchiato Doppio.
Anyway, no, I'm gonna definitely fucking watch, dude.
Yeah, it's good. Again, it's just
I kind of just can it just not. I mean, why does everything has to be like episodic? Can it just be can we just fucking edit it to 2.5? Like, okay,
No, because they make 2.5 hours. They make more money this way. Where they're like,
I know why. Oh, that was another interesting thing that my father-in-law, this is maybe because I know it's good for streamers. He literally was like, and this is why Drake fucking bloats every album to get streams. At one point, like there was a lull in a conversation when we were at the Hotel Icon, the scene of the crime, and he literally just goes to Jenna. He goes, "Can you explain streaming to me?" Because they have cable, and I know this because I fucking log into their shit all the time. But like it's not that he doesn't know. He doesn't understand like not how it works, but he knows what it is. But he he's like, why? And Jenna's like, what do you think? What kind of insight do you think I have into why TV is the way it is now? She's like, what do you expect me to say? It was
podcasts
hilarious.
don't stream on cable. You ever see that clip where there's like a man doing like a Zoom session with like an old woman, and he's explaining how to like do like Netflix?
No.
And she's like, wow. He's doing a great job being like, this is like what you would consider like an app, and this is like a show, and within the show are episodes, and if you want to go back, he's doing a great job. Maybe hire that person for your father-in-law.
Yeah, I don't think my father-in-law knows what Zoom is though, so I don't know how he's gonna get in touch with this guy. But
the Jules,
maybe a phone call.
Yeah, or fax.
Anyway,
you want to talk about Drake?
All right, how you told me that you didn't even finish it.
I barely even started it.
Damn, dude, really?
I just like
haters gonna hate, man. Sound like Joe Budden, brother.
The big discussion from last week's episode was about country music, right? And like what's good, if the new shit's good, if the old shit's good.
Was that the big discussion? It seemed the discussion was you being depressed.
No. I'm talking about in the court.
Oh, my God, dude, I couldn't keep up.
You saying I'm depressed, that's your own thing. That's like me making up this stuff about you being on Israel on Israel's dick on your close friends.
No, what I was saying was
that's so crazy that you love Netanyahu so much on your close friends, bro.
That dude is the fucking worst,
All
bro.
right, relax. We don't have to get political on the pod.
No. What I was saying was that our discussion about country was that you were like in this cycle, and country was only like
for sure.
That's all.
And that's true.
I'm not trying to call you depressed.
That's true of a lot of music, right? So recently, I've been listening to a lot of like maybe this is it started before the Bex thing, but a lot of like early aughts kind of like light club poppy stuff like Robin, fucking Kite, La Rue.
What do you call me?
All my close friends. And I've been just really enjoying like the happiness of like happy poppy music, right? Where it's like that's how you start the day, that's how you live through that's how you are through the day, that's how you end the day.
Live.
That's how I live, bro. That's how I fucking live.
You do play a lot of music in the crib.
I do. You just have ESPN going all morning, all day.
No. Well, when I got First Take going as soon as she fucking leaves for the office. No.
Yeah, it's time for Wake and Take.
Jenna just does so much. It's like a lot of background, like, because it's instrumental stuff.
Okay.
Because it's just her reading playlist.
Got it.
I don't. So when I come over here, it's almost like jarring. I'm like when I listen to music, I'm headphones.
At the crib?
No, when I come over here, I'm always like, oh, that's right. Like, you can play music.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I don't have a fucking bitch here.
I'm just saying, like, and it's not that you have a pretty good sound system, but like, we just have a fucking Sonos or whatever. But I always forget, like, you could just fucking jam out.
Yeah, you can just do what you want.
Yeah. Anyway.
But for all the dogs, I'm like, all right, I know I got to listen to this. Let me fucking listen to it.
I mean, maybe it would like help you. I mean, not help you, because like, I don't want to get you in another cycle, but maybe it will just like up the toxicness. Maybe you need that a little bit.
I don't hate women though.
Singy shit.
I love bitches. I love these hoes. But I'm like, everyone's like, yo, it's gonna be Drake rapping his ass off. It's for all the dogs, right? None of this fucking sing-songy shit, which that's the type of Drake that I don't really like.
Well, and again, I agree with you 100%. I think we like the same Drake, but when he teased this and it was like with the fucking poetry book, the whole thing was like the whole you missed the old Drake girl don't tempt me. And when I hear that, I was like, oh, I'm thinking So Far Gone, which is that sing-songy shit, which again, so my expectations were different.
I
expected not to really like it.
I'm going on a run Friday afternoon. I'm like, all right, maybe it's good running music where it's just like, fucking Rick Ross BMF type shit. I put it on and I'm like, what
when has Drake ever made BMF style music?
Stay Scheming with Rick Ross and French Montana.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
It's one song.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Back to back.
10 bands.
Trophies.
Nonstop. The shit that we like. Okay,
yeah.
Anyway, so.
I put it on and I'm three songs and I'm like, this is fucking.
Start slow.
It's putting me to sleep right now. And there's a moment where he's like, they ask who are the two greatest, who are the two GOATs, and like a kid that's been bad from January to November, it's just me and Cole. And it's like
first person shooter.
God, bro.
Well, it's funny.
Done.
Oh, really? That's when you
I ended my I was like
a highlight.
I was like, I can't run to this. This is putting me to sleep.
That's like and that at least the second half when the Take Keith beat switch comes in, I'm like to me it's like that's what I want, and like the fact that it's like, and then I like that song Away From Home. Which
I haven't even been tempted at all to revisit it at all. I just have no, and I know this is like what a lot of people are saying, and this is just whatever. I just haven't had no desire to like go to listen to it. But you put in the work.
Yeah. It's growing on.
It felt like homework to have to listen to it.
I'll start with what's good because I don't want to be another podcaster with $50 mics from Best Buy shitting on this man.
It costs more than 50.
Yep.
And they're from Guitar Center.
That's funny that like Drake, I guess because he's trying to like downplay the importance of what guys like myself and you and Joe, what thought leaders do for a living. But yeah, Mike, $50, bro. Also, you think Drake would know how much mics cost? Maybe that's his point. He's like, my mics.
He doesn't know how much mics cost. These cost $65.
Okay, so
from Guitar Center.
Actually, it was pretty close.
In 2020, so you know inflation.
Yeah. It's growing on me. It is much better than Certified Lover Boy, which is a fucking stinker. With that said, even though I tempered my expectations, I really gotta remember that like if this man at this point in his career is dropping a solo record, it's gonna be bloated. There's gonna be no editing, presumably for streams, so he can sell whatever equivalent units he needs to go number one. Not that like even if, by the way, Drake knows that if it was a 10 album tight cohesive or 10 song tight cohesive project, like he's still gonna go number one. But like 23 songs, an hour and a half, so much fucking filler. But like I said, it's growing on me. And dude, the best part of the whole album for me, well, one, J. Cole makes a Wake Forest record, boom, representation. He has Drake has a Frenchie bar,
okay,
boom, representation. And on a song that you have not listened to, Away From Home, he mentions Michael Raphael. Remember from Made with Rest? We know him through McNary. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
He designed the owl.
Okay.
Right? And he sued Drake.
Oh, yes, yes.
And there's a New York Post article about it. I believe, from what my understanding is, he made jewelry for Drake. Oh, and I don't even know if I can say this. We're behind the paywall.
Deep.
On the Take Care cover, Drake is wearing, I don't know if it's a gold Daytona. It's Michael's watch. That's fucking insider information from fucking Jeremy.
Wrist cap.
Dude, Michael worked at Stussy. He did all the footwear. Now he's at Supreme. But anyway, there's a New York Post article. I believe he designed.
What's the bar about him?
The bar is I remember Mike designed the owl. Then he sued the fucking guys. Now he's been ducking ever since or something like that, which is crazy.
Damn, this is on Connie too, 2013.
Yeah, I mean this is like and Mike is a fashion guy. That's how I like kind of, and I met him through McNary. He had a store in New York called Made with Rest. Super talented fucking guy, hence like the resume I just said. But like, yeah, I believe he was a jeweler for a while, and he designed the owl for the pendants that became the OVO logo.
Yeah.
And Drake has never. I mean, there's the Post article, forum post. It's never been addressed, and not that he really addresses it. And I love that song because it really is like that myth building where like, you know, he's referencing all these moments in his career. I really think you like it. And by the way, Jonah Levine's brother, Lucas Levine, produced that fucking song, dude.
Oh, I met him over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Yo, did it come up? I guess
No.
not. Yeah, dude,
I
got
was
a
just like,
fucking
hey, what's
placement.
up?
I guess he's boys with Sad Pony, that producer, and
right.
it's all Yachty's people.
Drake
but
is
anyway.
a big grudge guy, huh? It's like
But he's never mentioned it.
He's making podcasters relevant again by fucking unloading the clip in IG captions.
That to me is like, well, it's like the Rihanna diss where Drake's whole thing is it doesn't. Oh, you guys are so anyone.
He's like he's a Portnoy of hip hop.
Either whether it's a professional enemy or an ex, it's like you're so beneath me. But then to devote, it's almost like.
Exactly,
the lady the drizzy doth protest too much, bro. If it didn't bother you, you wouldn't address it. Or like Mike, you give him half a bar. But I thought that was cool because there's been, you know, again, from whether it was the Post or forums, like I've always heard about the shit floating around, and to have Drake finally acknowledge. And apparently, Mike, you're ducking. Anyway, I think I'll probably have it on rotation and try to get into it. But
Listening on headphones at home.
Yeah, and on the train. I was
blogging about Israel.
But yeah, I think I'm only honestly, maybe 2 songs will be replayed moving forward. Yeah. That's not.
It's a lot of music.
What's 2 out of 23?
One for
less than a fucking 10,
Damn.
bro.
Yikes.
Yeah.
unlike us, we're 3 for 3 with the cut and sew, 2 for 2 with the Mr. Porter shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in every week.
We talk about Raya?
No.
Do you want him to say that for a whole segment? Because it really is just it's really one.
All right, fine, we'll talk about it. So like last week we're hanging out, and you know what's funny is that you were the second wife guy in a minute that's like, yo, let me hop on the Raya.
I almost am positive that you were like, yo, by the way, you want to tap in.
Yeah.
You
but you and
which was cool.
You and someone else were both just like, oh
Sweet
my
moment.
God, like this is fucking awesome. I've never done this before.
Yeah. I've never even
what's
seen what Raya looked like. I've obviously seen Tinder screenshots for every fucking, profile that's
What's
ever
your
been
Raya
memed.
review, bro?
It fucking rules, and the only thing that's the thing that to me, like, I see both sides, like Chanel, for a wife guy who's basically using it as a video game. I'm like, this is the best thing of all time. To someone who actually has to meet people using this thing, I can see how the novelty of any type of dating app wears off immediately, dude.
Yeah, it is not.
And it's fucking depressing. 'Cause, like, you're
Whoa. Okay.
no, because it's like it's like we've gamified the most important thing.
Damn, listen to this ally. Did you meet your wife on Twitter?
Yeah. But that's like, yeah, whatever. But it's not a dating app.
Well, okay.
That is an app,
No, I
but
think,
not-
okay. Personally speaking, like dating apps have like
I
lost.
feel for you. Is all I'm saying. I'm
They've
like,
lost their luster. They're not like, the novelty is like worn off years ago. It's just like it's work, bro. It's fucking work, and it's like you just find yourself like, yeah, it's like no, yes. Like that's a terrible way to judge people. Period.
just
Or to interact with
completely
people. Period.
superficially. Oh, I like
you
seeing
did?
your profile. That was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the one you didn't want to show me.
It's embarrassing.
I thought it was fire. I thought you have a
Thanks.
fire profile.
Thank you.
But I just wanted to see like what I wanted to see the pics and the fits. But it was all just bangers only.
Can we talk about your matches?
Yeah, my rizz. That's what I want to say. Well, speaking of like Drake going 2 for 23 and then us going 3 for 3 on collabs or whatever, I shot 50% from the field.
I matched with 2 women, and you were piloting opening line.
Yeah.
And you took 2 you're like, yo, what do I say? How do I do this? What do I do? And I was like, bro, I don't know. Like, first of all, I don't think I've messaged anyone on there since I got back on there, and it's just been like, matches just for the fucking sake of it or for the fun of it. I don't know. I was like, just be like smart and funny. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And you took 2 different approaches.
I would say one was direct. And
One
then
was direct. One was also direct, but worked.
One was like was like real opening line shit. And this is credit to you. You're like, well, listen, we have something in common. We don't need to say. And you were like, oh, then let's use that and build off that. And then the other one was just, yeah.
Can we say what you said?
No, absolutely.
Can we say the one that worked?
Yeah.
Could I say that?
Yeah. Don't say the direct one.
Okay. Well, you're just making.
No,
people
I'm
can
making it
assume-
sound worse.
Yeah.
We've said too much. You were like with the one that worked. You're like, yo, we're both from New York, and you can say what I went where.
You said.
Excuse me. You could say where I went with that.
Nice to meet a fellow New Yorker. We grew here. They flew here.
Just took a page out of the Jimmy book, bro.
Which is an anti-immigration slogan from a racist political party in Australia.
Yikes.
Which is like a nativist thing.
And
It's
this
like,
woman is a POC.
yes, they were like, we grew here.
But
they
what-
flew here.
Kind of. She responded.
She responded a few days later, and I have not replied back. But she responded.
Now you're making me look bad.
Nice to meet a fellow real one. Where are you from?
Ooh. Hell yeah, dude. That's honestly, is that
I'm like, New York, stupid.
true?
Here's my email.
Pretty fucking dumb follow-up, actually,
Yeah.
now that you fucking break it down.
Here's my phone number. I give her your phone number.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I would never do that. Yeah, it was funny to watch you like
pilot the Raya drone, as I said.
enter this realm of something that you've never, ever done before in your entire
couldn't-
life.
If you had shown me like...
You're like, wait, so does heart mean like, and does
No.
X mean not like?
But if you had shown me like a lineup of screenshots, like screenshots of like Bumble, Hinge, like I couldn't tell you which one. I've only ever seen Tinder. I did not even know what Raya looked like. And
wow.
ladies and gentlemen, now I do. And I'm 1 for 2. The boys still got it, though.
Yeah.
You could argue he never really had it.
Better shooting percentage than Drake. That's all we can say, right?
Yeah.
50% from the field. That's Hall of Fame numbers. All right, this has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters. October 16th. All our 10 brand collaborations live with Mr. Porter.
Sorry for getting political, but like...
I didn't know you had that in you.
What's more fucked up, like not talking about it, or than you just laughing while I'm trying to have a serious conversation?
You're not having conversation. I've seen all this. I've seen all your points already made on your close friends. So like, to me, it's just like repetitive at this point. You know?
Sure.
Like I get it. You stand with Israel. You're Pal Padel over here.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Chef, take us out.